Good to see GT right in front, right behind you, sir. देख के पुराने याद ताजा हो गए.
Oh,
GT just behind you.
yes, that is
लोकसत्ता
there.
मटा लोकसत्ता के
Yeah,
आगे
yeah, yeah.
खड़ा है. तो मतलब मेरे ऑडियंस को जीटी जरूर दिख
अरे
जाएगा.
बिल्कुल, इधर सामने भी जीटी है फोटोग्राफ. अरे फिर
अभी
वही वही कह रहा.
अभी साथ में अनकवरिंग
अरे
इंडिया
हमने
भी आया.
लगा के रखे बहुत सारे आया. मैंने कहा
चलिए. सो वी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम
अच्छा
वेयर
ये
यू.
आप रिकॉर्ड करके बाद
हाँ, मैं एडिट कर लूंगा उसको. So
हाँ फिर ठीक है.
you have come out with this. I know you come out with this annual report every year, where you identify the abuse related
Yes.
trends. So, what unique was the findings this year in the backdrop of COVID?
Okay. Now this year, as I mentioned to you, Mr. Shashwat, this time the tormentor is Corona. It's a COVID. That is the main thing. Okay. The main abuser is the COVID because COVID destroyed the life, affected very much. Most of the elderly already are alone. They are suffering the loneliness, and this COVID again made them again more loneliness into it. As I mentioned earlier, the senior citizen who are staying with the family and senior citizen who are staying in the old age home, they clearly says okay, communication affected a lot. That is communication with the friends, communication with the relatives and the family members. It affected. Even 35.7% elderly from old age home, they say they just wish look at our mobile. When will it ring? That is the scenario. Nobody has time to talk with senior citizen. The younger generation who is working at home, work from home is there going on, but they even do not have time to talk to their parents and the elderly people.
So, due to the corona,
61%, around 61%.
the elderly people
Yeah,
during the corona has become even more isolated than before.
yes, more isolated than earlier one. That's what I'm telling you. It's a fact. That is the biggest thing which has happened. Even when we spoke with the senior citizen, 61.4% said senior citizen, those who are staying with the family, they said the work from home affected their day-to-day routine. And when we ask the same question to their family members who are doing work from home, and we ask them, because of this work from home of yours, is the routine of the senior citizen affected? So 71.6% of family members of the caregivers say, no, it is not at all affected. See the contradiction. This is one of the major, the concern which we are sharing with you. This is what the voice of elderly, what they say. It's really heartening. Nobody has time to talk to them, speak to them. Even disrespect, as far as the abuse is concerned, those who are staying with the family members, the 45.6% elderly say disrespect is again common. That is what they are facing the abuse. And 23.1% say the beating or the slapping, again it is happening. See, this is the type of abuse which elderly are facing in this corona. When we ask the question, who are doing this thing? So 43.8% elderly say son. And when we ask the question, who are doing this thing? So 43.8% elderly say father. With a senior citizen during this pandemic, even though they are with their family member. This is what they are facing. Emotional abuse. 60.1% says they were facing emotional abuse. Priority wise, when we ask them, what is the ranking? So they say the emotional abuse is maximum. That is followed by the financial abuse. 61.6% elderly says we are facing financial. 58.6% elderly says we are facing the physical abuse. That is the scenario. And when it comes to the case of vaccination, we ask them about the vaccination. Okay, so 61.2% elderly they say that they understand, they are confident that once they are vaccinated, so their immunity power will be up and they will be completely cured. That is what they say. But important thing is that the elderly which are staying with the family members, from that 41.8% were not at all aware that there is a vaccine. Even 66.6% elderly, they got their first dose of vaccine, and 39.4% elderly did not get a single dose of a vaccine. Citizen who are staying with the family members, and the senior citizen who are staying in old age home, when we ask them about vaccination, so 85.2% the elderly from old age home, they say that vaccine is really important for them, and 73.5% say they agree that once they take the vaccine, they will be totally immune, they will not have any problem at all. But 66.2% only people, they got their first dose, and 33.8% even not got the single dose of vaccine. This is a problem again. As far as the health is concerned, again, it affects a lot. Says there are a lot of problem, and most of the elderly are has the comorbidity. They are the diabetic or hypertension or heart related disease or other. But because of this lockdown, because of the restrictions, even they cannot mobile, they cannot go down, they cannot walk. And because of this restricted mobility, again, their physical health affected a lot. And secondly, depression, isolation, neglect. And because of that, there is a psychological pressure on senior citizens. So their health, physical as well as their mental health, is totally affected in this COVID-19, in this pandemic. And the same case is there, both, whether they are with a family or without family. And that is what is very important for all of us to understand the status of these our senior citizens, and we must help them and support them. We should
So,
not only just look after for their physical well-being, but the emotional well-being is important.
so when you're
Even the
talking
finance,
about,
that is also affected a lot.
so when you're talking about
Uh,
more than 30%, 33% of the senior citizens didn't get a single dose of vaccine, is it because their caregivers didn't
yeah,
take them to the vaccination centers?
that is also one of the reasons, but not exactly. It is availability again is a problem. Registration again is a problem. Transportation also another is a problem, and definitely the support from the caregiver is a combination of all.
So, when you're talking about emotional, financial, and physical abuse is understood. Financial abuse could be not paying for the expenses of the individual. For petty expenses, one may require money, dependency on the caregiver for money. What is emotional abuse here exactly?
See, when we talk about emotional abuse, is that you should understand the emotion of senior citizens. See, what senior citizens do require, they just require your time. They just want somebody to come sit with them, understand them, speak with them. Number one, because of those senior citizens who are staying with the family members. Now, what happened? I'm telling you very simple thing. Since whole day, the children, everybody was out. They are in the office. Even the children were in the school, college, and everything. So the senior citizen used to manage their themselves and have their a routine. Now suddenly what happened, because of this lockdown and work from home, and even the schools are not working, so everybody is at home, and that affected their daily routine. Nobody is trying to understand them, find out what was their routine, how it is affected, what do they require time to time, taking their medicine or other things. That is very important. Again, speaking with them. So nobody is understanding. Not only that, some of the senior citizens told us, see, these youngsters, they are working from home, but whole day they are working. They are just in the room and doing everything. So these elderly parents, they are worried about their children. Ki, my son or daughter continuously working, not eating on time, not doing this thing. So that is why they have more worry. So they wanted to know, we should just stop, have your food, everything on time, all these things. But nobody is speaking about them. If they want to speak, nobody is there to listen. allowing them to speak. Understood? This is the biggest problem. So that communication gap is increased.
So that is compounding the
So nobody is
problem.
understanding their emotion. Yes, that is compounding the problem.
So,
You,
state-wise,
huh.
what is your observation across the country? Which are the states which are the worst hit in terms of isolation of
See,
senior
to be
citizens?
honest, this time we are not talking about the state. The reason, because it is just a six city. So in Maharashtra only it is Mumbai we are talking. In case of North, it is just Delhi. Even in Karnataka, we are just talking about the Bangalore. In Telangana, we are just talking about the Hyderabad. Even in West Bengal, we are just talking about the Kolkata. And in Tamil Nadu, only Chennai. So based on only one cities, that survey or the opinion of the senior citizen, we cannot judge it as a state. Okay, because this time the sample size is really short. We could not do because of lot of problems and the restrictions.
Mhm. So, city-wise, what was the trend like?
So that, nah, yeah, even if you see the 1 minute, city wise also trend. Even if you see, uh, even this Bangalore, even Mumbai and Hyderabad, you will find so many things are happening. It's really vast. This is the report, detailed report. It is there, everything, city wise also.
So, how have the caregivers responded? Uh, do you think they have, whenever they have had time, have they responded to the seniors at home in a proper manner, or that their own stress that is there with work from home has only complicated the abusive behavior scenario?
See, as I mentioned earlier, you must have seen that 61.6% senior citizens say because of their children's work from home, their routine is disturbed. Whereas the same family member, we ask the same question to them, okay, because of your work from home, is the routine of senior citizen routine disturbed? So 71% says no, not disturbed. See the difference. Older generation said it is disturbed and younger generation said it not at all disturbed. So that clearly shows how the communication, how they are considering each other, how they are supporting each other.
So, what kind of
Because that,
long-term impact this will have on the minds of the senior citizens if and this COVID doesn't seem to be going? Now we are expecting a third wave, then the fourth wave. If this continues like this and the lockdown continues and this kind of pressure keeps on building on both the parties, the dependents and the senior citizens and the caregivers, what do you think will be the impact of all this in the
no,
long
there will be
run?
a, yeah, long run, there will be a tremendous impact. See, last year when we did the survey, because it was just the beginning of COVID, okay, February it is declared and April, May normally we do the survey. So during that time, everybody was just finding it difficulty getting groceries, items, and other things, and food items, not getting food. It was all sudden, okay, and all family members were together also, but it was just a beginning. So everybody was chalo काफी दिन हो गए मिले नहीं करके they were all doing. But over a period now, after 1.5 year, now when we see this, the situation we found is tremendous change. Tremendous change. Okay, now that togetherness which was there earlier, everybody was goody goody with everybody. Now it is not at all looking into that. Now it has been found that there is a lot of interference amongst themselves in their personal and other life and everything, which is disturbing the daily routine and other things of senior citizen as well as these others also. Youngsters, we do understand. Youngsters also are undergoing the stress. They have the work pressure. Many of them have lost their job. They are not getting salary on time. Some of them are getting just only 50% salary. So many things are there. And because of that, frustration level is increasing day by day. And when the frustration level is increasing, now there it is we are can see the effect on our elderly. The frustration is coming out in a different way. And senior citizens now, they are also, becoming frustrated, but they cannot react the way youngsters are reacting.
So the elders
And
are
that is
bearing
why
the brunt.
one find it is going bearing the front, but it is going to burst. I'm telling you, because the psychological pressure is much more to them, because of so many things are there. See, that's what I'm telling you. When they say emotional abuse or disrespect, neglect, these all things are there. Till how long they are going to continue? ये तो हर रोज का ही हुआ है ना. It is like that now. It is a daily routine type.
So what is the
And many of
solution
the
to this
seniors, yeah.
problem? What is the
Now the
solution to this
solution is
problem?
that, yes, there is a, see, every problem has the solution. We have to just find out it. But problem is that nobody want to find out that answer. Now, if you see the main finding of this survey, or the views which is expressed by the senior citizen, even though who are staying with the family or who are staying in the old age home, they say the communication affected. That is the main thing. Loneliness is increased because of no communication, no interaction, and nothing. So that means it is very important to communicate, to share what are the things that is very important. We have to do it. And that is what we at HelpAge India trying to organize sessions with this younger and older generation together. I must tell you, from last year, we are conducting these Zoom meetings or webinars or such Zoom calls with a senior citizen across India who are staying in a community and elderly in an old age home, and connecting with the school college students and the young employees of corporates. And you will not believe, in the last 1 year, more than such, I think 2000, these youngsters we are connected to these elderly. And the regular session is going on. So everybody is happy. They are talking, they are sharing their views, and regular session like yoga, exercise, Zumba dance, Antakshari, quiz, storytelling, sharing, some doing certain activities, everything is going on. And everyone is happy. But they understood one thing, because of that connectivity. See, technology plays a very important role. We have to use the technology in a very best way. At least you will be relaxed when you speak, when you talk, when you share. Even this younger generation also, and even this older generation also.
So there is a limit to which external intervention can happen. Internally, within the family, what has to be done? Where can we draw the line where the youngsters and the elders can come to a common ground? How do you think the families can manage this issue of communication gap within themselves?
Okay. Now here, that is what now family, these youngsters has to take, certain steps, because most of the elderly, see, now what happened, for everything, these older people, they are coming to their youngster. For example, take a case of vaccine. Many of them are not aware about what type of vaccine, what is the vaccine, where is it available, then the how to download that COVID app, and that registration we want to do, or even if it is there, if I want to go, how can I book a cab and everything? Why not these youngsters in the family, children, grandchildren, teach this thing to their grandparents? Sit with them, just share them, talk with them, and just teach them this, new technology. Because now is a digitalization. This is a digital world. Everybody has to improve. And I'm telling you today, young, older generation, they are very much interested. They want to learn it. They want somebody to do it. That's what I'm telling you. From last 2 years at HelpAge India, we are conducting digital literacy program across India. And we found that elderly are interested. And who are the best people to teach them this technology rather than these youngsters? Because they are the master. Am I right? They know, they are very busy in all social media. They know everything. Why should not they just sit and teach them? This is the best thing which they can do it. And
So
slowly, the elderly also, if they can teach, they can understand, most of the things can be resolved.
the
And
households
indirectly,
where so the households where we have grandchildren. Okay, the grandchildren can have a role to play in this. What you are saying about teaching the technology, because the offsprings of the
yes,
youngsters, they are even
yes,
more
grandchildren.
tech savvy.
Yeah, grandchildren has to do this thing, and slowly see, it is not just only teaching such technology or everything, but indirectly there is a communication is you are developing between the two generation. And slowly it continue. I'm telling you, in the beginning when we started this digital literacy program, I'm telling you, with some college students and these young corporate employees. So first two sessions they were a little bit hesitant in the sense, kya bataye, kaise bataye, how and everything. But after that they themselves have come. Now they started doing their own. Now they are telling us we'll directly connect with them, we'll do it, and they are continuing the session. So somebody has to start. Somebody has to take initiative. Once it starts, it will continue. I'm telling you. And through that, so many things then you can continue. This is the best way. Technology is the best way to bring this together. Connectivity.
So your message for the community, sir, what would you like to tell the community through us on this occasion of World Elder Abuse Day, Abuse Awareness Day?
Yeah. See, on the occasion of this World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, I just would like to tell to everybody, first of all, you understand your grandparents, your parents. Take out time, speak with them. Because they don't expect anything from you, they just expect your little bit time. So give your little bit time, sit with them. And I'm telling you, this younger generation, that whenever you are sitting with your grandparents or any elderly person, you are not a loser because you will gain a lot from them as they have a lot of knowledge and the experience. You can learn a lot from them. Not only that, you can also help them to become a techno savvy. We talk about the generation gap, it is there, but it is more than the communication gap. That communication has to be increased. It is very, very important. So share it, communicate it. So you will come to know so many things. Even youngsters can learn a lot from them, but even older person also can learn many things from these youngsters. And that communication will definitely resolve the issues. After all, sharing is very important. If you are staying with your grandparents or the parents, be with them, at least take out some time every day. If you are not staying with them, just give a call, talk to them, give them the video call, Zoom call, and speak them regularly. See, they will be so happy. They don't expect anything from you. But at the same time, I'm also telling the older generation that they should also change with the time. They should also understand this younger generation. They have to also come two steps ahead. These also will come the two steps ahead. Then it will be nice. Longevity is increased. We have to live for a longer life. That is there. Corona is there. Pandemic is there. The problem will definitely will be there. Today we have corona. Tomorrow we'll have something else. So many problems will arise. Natural calamity in between. All these things are there. But our togetherness always will be there. That sharing, talking, meeting, and being together is very, very important. Nobody can shatter that togetherness, and that we have to be.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing those wonderful insights from your side regarding the trends of elderly abuse and the possible solutions to deal with this problem. Um, we, I, on behalf of Uncovering India, I wish you all the very best in your efforts that you are taking for the welfare of senior citizens. And I hope that your message goes through the society and everybody comes together for the cause of the elderly citizens. Thank you once again, sir, for joining with us. Wishing you all the very best and a good health ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shashwat. Thanks for inviting me for this, and just looking forward to your support because we understand one thing: you people can make big difference. Through you, we can reach out to many people. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Take care, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you.